He just walks up on her.
Oh god!
Oh my god! Oh, the second one as well, they've got flight! For them.
Alright guys, let's get underway here. EHOME versus DC. Best of 3, losing team eliminated. Winners will move on. We got Theban off the bat, putting a little pressure here on the bottom lane.
So we had 3 heroes TP'd?
One mid and one the off lane.
They got the Hill Ward up mid. Looks like old 11 gonna make the trek to grab his items here in a little bit. And Bilbo himself gonna plant down the ward.
Yeah, it seems that they really want to have wards that, you know, scout the movements of especially the Wyvern and the Tusk. If they're running around trying to gank the Shadow Fiend, they need to be able to secure his lane, get stacks going for them, and make this Shadow Fiend really big so they can 5-man and group up and push.
Well, that hurts a bit for DC here. Not getting dewarded right off the bat. Yeah, I'm gonna be happy about that. I do agree with you that the Ancients are really important this game. That's something EHOME will definitely try to be taking advantage of. And
Ancients plus Roshan though.
The question is, can DC contest?
They can. They have very good team fight with SF, Visage, and
they
the
take it really
Gyrocopter.
quickly though with TA and BB both
EHOME,
do
EHOME has to
Ancients.
find a very good timing to take it without being engaged by DC.
Alright, lanes are underway. Looks like we're going to see everything pretty stock and standard here.
Yep.
Vanilla
Spain
Dota
mid,
to start.
Winter Wyvern mid from Dire.
I wonder if 6.86 is going to throw a wrench into this. We'll have to see. For now, though, we got our Rockstar mid. Very swaggy. Hey, Bane actually took some damage. Look at that.
Now it's his turn.
Just kidding. That didn't last long.
Is Tusk doing a shard block? Okay.
I'm really curious to see this offlane Abaddon and how well it does this game. So far, Bulba, trying to get his experience up.
I think his lane is actually pretty good for him for the first few levels. Like, Rubik doesn't do anything against him. And Bristleback can't really threaten him until he gets levels. So I think the Abaddon should be able to get a few levels early on.
He's gonna be able to get a lot of here with Winter Wyvern just helping mid out, trying to stack, but looks like he's going top.
So, early days, but a lot of denies in that top lane. Bristleback with 4 already. Really trying to keep the Abaddon down. And Lanham will make the journey. They may try for something here in just a moment. They do have the Arctic Burn slowing Bulba down. The Goose come out early, pointing that as well. And they're trying to engage here. And at the same time, he is going to TP away, makes it home.
Nice TP by Bobo.
And he'll just walk right back and do it all over again.
I like the early pickup in Goo. That almost got the kill on Abaddon.
Now he has no more mana, and then Abaddon just comes back.
Does he have a mango on the Bristle?
He does, but I don't think he wants to use it. Unless he really needs to.
Yeah, good time for the Gyro so far as well. So he's getting a bit more CS than the Bristle, I guess, partially with the pressure they're trying to exert on the Abaddon. Not focusing as much on those last hits.
Yeah, EHOME's gonna be relying on the Tusk to get a few levels and then run around and get kills. Most of the other heroes can't really rotate around to get kills right now, especially the Rubik and the Wyvern. They're just there to secure their lanes, get experience. It's all up to 11 to make rotations.
So when is like the kind of go time for each team, would you say?
I think they're just gonna be content with stacking from both sides.
So EHOME will do a lot of Ancients. Obviously, they can farm the other neutrals. DC, just
DC
the
will
big
farm
camps.
their Shadow Fiend and their Gyro. I think the Gyrocopter would be the one who controls the tempo for DC. Once he gets called down, he'll get a TP, make a play on a...
Yeah, then you give the lane to the Visage.
give the lane to the
Uh-oh,
Visage.
this could be our first blood here. Top Canadian, looking for it. Gonna get it. Very nicely done.
It's just really easy for a Gyrocopter when it's a solo offlaner, especially with Tusk.
Meanwhile, mid lane, they are trying to dual lane just to shut the TA down, but still
He's actually
having
doing
a
really
pretty
well.
good time of it.
Yeah, TACS is incredibly good against this double lane.
This Wyvern is just committed to this Abaddon, so he doesn't get much. He's still level 1.
Yeah, you see how much attention the Abaddon is actually drawing.
This is
to
what
him.
you have to do against the Abaddon. You can't really just leave him alone.
And then because they're actually doing that, they're freeing up a lot of space.
Yeah, fortunately, I guess the TA is pretty self-sufficient, so...
I think the Bane should try to help up the Abaddon a little bit. Otherwise, he won't be able to do much if he gets shut down in the laning phase. So that's his strongest attribute as an Abaddon.
Like, what's like the cutoff where it's like, that's good enough, you're happy if you're the Abaddon? You want... What's
Level
it like?
3, I think. If you're able to, like, Frostmourne up and then hit their supports so the supports can't trade, that's good enough.
And then just get your upgraded boots, I guess, from there.
Yeah. Then harass the carry, and have him trade with you, and then come back again, heal up, come back again to the lane until he gets really annoyed.
Enjoy his salty noob tears. Delicious.
That's usually how it goes. US pubs.
Do you think it's worth it for the Tusk to play so aggressively, like as opposed to the Abaddon who's sitting back a lot? Because Tusk ended up dying. We don't usually see 11 die, especially in the gyro matchup.
He is getting. He has 14 CS compared to the Abaddon's 1. I think it's worth it.
He got a lot, like, in return after he died, though. The creep wave was pushing towards his tower. So those are those type of deaths where...
It looks bad, but it's actually not that bad.
It's actually quite worth it.
And
You
they're
die,
only
but you get a lot of
just
XP.
single pulling on Radiant, I think.
They got one camp is blocked,
Is it
right?
blocked?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just one camp. That's really good for the Tuskar. His Visage won't get as much, and the lane will always be in his favor. So he
Yeah.
can get free CS.
Tusk is level 5 now, so once he gets level 6, he's gonna be
Trying to make him
moving around
move
and
here,
get
Tom?
kills.
No.
I really think they need to help out this Abaddon, at least with one support. That would be enough to dual lane.
But I think they have to wait for the gyrocopter with the support to make the smoke up.
Yeah.
That's most ideal, I think, for them.
Yeah, hopefully you get a double
The
kill. even
Bane
out of
plus the
that.
gyro smoke towards top.
Well, he's pretty much ready. Almost has that level 7.
But then it's really dangerous for solo Visage to be down there against the Tusk who's getting a lot. He might get solo killed.
Yeah, true.
As soon as he sees the gank top, he's definitely gonna roll in.
You have to be like in the lane until your gyro shows his face at top, then you have to hide.
And you run the hell away.
Yeah.
Are they even concerned about securing Abaddon's lane? Though?
I think so. I think he'll be a useless hero if he doesn't get much in the lane. That's how you take
he just
advantage
needs to
of
sit behind
Abaddon's
the
fate.
gyro and the SF later, though, right?
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, if they do that, they sacrifice a lot of gyro's farm. Otherwise, he can just stack and.
I actually
do
think
the
if
two
he gets the
small
kill,
things.
it's worth it though, because it's the timing where gyro's cooldown is so strong. You want to use it. You don't want to just farm on the gyro. You want to take advantage of the fact that your spell is so powerful at that state and get important kills.
They have no catch though. I think the
Bane. That's why I said smoke with the Bane. They have to
Smoke
go
with
with the
Bane,
Bane. The
okay.
Bane plus the gyro.
Yeah, the gyro needs to rotate up there. And the supports are like really low level. So they've been helping top a lot. It'll actually be a really good time to smoke.
Yeah, as for EHOME, haven't really seen them get too active yet. Both teams very
It's all on the tusk.
static so far.
Like Gorman, it's all on the tusk for EHOME. Like if the tusk is in the lane, they are not gonna be trying to make any aggressive plays.
Yeah, not until these supports get some levels anyway.
I think it's DC. The pressure is on DC to make the first move. EHOME's like farming well on all 3 lanes.
Has EHOME been stacking Ancients much?
Oh, they
Not
have.
much.
No, not at all.
I mean, the supports were focusing on the Abaddon a lot at top, so
I think that's fine.
They did get the big camp stack though, which TA will clean out, and simultaneously, Yawar gonna grab himself most of that camp.
it's about time the tusk is ready to run around. He's almost at 7, right? Or he's already level 7. He has arcane boots on the tusk. 6.5. It's a really strong timing for the tusk to just get kills, run around. Like if he catches anyone without and no one is TPing to help, he can easily kill.
Nice slow, sedate start here in game number 1. Team's taking it easy.
It's just gonna come down to when the gyro is ready to go.
It's the gyro versus the tusk. Whoever moves around and the other guy has to have the TP to react towards it. And we'll see what happens by then. Like the first
Oh,
rotation.
there's a smoke thing. Going towards the rune here. EHOME are gonna get the grab onto the Bane. Teven caught out and done. So they get the second kill of the game. 1-1 the score now.
looks like CCY knows the ward was placed there too.
That was kind of a gimme, I guess, for EHOME. Did they actually smoke for that, or did they just run down to the Rune
They just
together?
went to the rune.
Okay.
Both of them went for it. Now they're just gonna send the Wyvern mid classic, the TA into the jungle, just for efficiency.
Oh, there's a bit of a jump. The cooldown's going to be committed here. Hits 11, but he immediately snowballs, dodging it and rolling forward. Gets off the punch, going onto the Visage. AUI in all kinds of trouble. The shards come through. There's the zap, the kill secured, and now TC going to get tossed back. EHOME, another successful move. Like you said, guys, it's always about the Tusk with this team.
The Tusk and the Gyro against the
Tusk or
Gyro.
Gyro.
Yeah.
Both of these heroes. The action will be always revolving around these two heroes, and everyone else will be just trying to stack, farm, get experience. EHOME wants to get level 6 on the two supports. DC wants to get level 6 on the Visage and the Bane. It's going to be a very passive and economical game right now for both of the teams. They want to hit their timing, get their mech, 5-man and push. EHOME wants to try and maybe stack more Ancients and get the Roshan. Those are the things that both of the team will be looking to do right now.
Sounds like a good time for a nap then. Shall we come back in 15 minutes?
I mean, you make the call, you're the boss here.
No, you're the boss. You're the dumpster boss. The dumpster lord.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Still hasn't left this bottom lane though, 11. Really at all.
He's really getting a lot out of this lane.
I think he's just
There's-
making sure that he has a TP, and once the gyro rotates elsewhere, he wants to react to it.
Yeah. There's not really much pressure on him to make plays. They're like in a really
every lane
comfortable
is
spot.
TA's farming, Bristle's farming, the supports are getting their levels. Now it seems like.
I still don't think they're really interested in moving around though. Look, EHOME is looking to take control of DC's jungle. If Gyro leaves, they just take control of their jungle and they could potentially ruins SF time mid. And it's not worth trying to kill the Bristleback. They'd have to blow, like, it's a sleep into a grip, into a TP, into call down, plus a rocket barrage, and even then they have TP support to help them. If, like, a Tusk comes in, that's just ruined. I don't think the kill potential is really worth it at all.
Well, so instead EHOME do continue just farming. Ancients now about to drop. Maybe a familiar snipe in the works
Yeah,
here.
but they have level 6 on the like the Visage now. Don't you think it's about time they make a move, like Ben?
I mean, both of them think that they are farming very well, though. Both teams can take out stacks pretty well. Both their mid and their carry are just constantly farming the jungle. If you're in either team's shoes, you're like, we're all farming really, really well. There's no, like, real reason until maybe EHOME has the threat of taking down Roche for DC to actually do something. They're like, okay, whatever. Bane, he's in the off lane. If he dies, it's
So
not a
you
big
think
deal.
the first
It
fight will happen
depends, 'cause-
around Roche?
It depends what the item.
On
Shadow Fiend went for.
If SF goes mech, then I think they actually want to fight.
No, he's gonna go mech. Seems like they're just gonna wait for that and they start moving.
So then, if it remains very passive, who's going to have the advantage?
I think EHOME would have an advantage. They're just constantly farming Ancients.
Well, they are going to start to put that pressure out here in the mid lane. Mech coming very soon, but they're sieging before it. Familiars flopping in. Kaka there to hold the line. And
They have level 6 on their supports, but not EHOME's, so it's a really good time for them to fight.
getting pretty close there on the Rubik, because they are going to prep with the sleep here. Bottom lane, it's a Vanguard up on Old Chicken, though. He's very tanky, and the TPs are going to be coming in. Now the Gyrocopter arrives. They commit the grip for this. The call out as well, and he's hitting him from the front. The Armadillo almost down, not quite, and they get the kill. Brain Sap, just enough to secure it in the end. Very nicely done.
Yeah, that was a really, really big kill for them to get.
And they get their mech now, too.
They should be able to siege the middle tower right now with the familiars and the mech. They have sufficient items to actually get the tower, and EHOME doesn't have the mech completed
Oh,
yet.
he went for the blink first.
He usually goes Deso, right? Pretty sure he does.
The Bristle wasn't expecting that kill at all. The DC has had that same ward on bottom for like the entire game, or up until recently. So they knew that no one was behind him. EHOME, Bristle's playing with a threat. Oh, I could have a Winter Wyvern behind me. Rubik potentially with a steal too on the grip, but they knew that he was solo.
Well, and good news here for EHOME, those support level 6s have come out now. Rubik gets it, Wyvern too. So the big playmaking spells come online. Let's see if they want to make a move here.
There's actually a lot of good spells for the Rubik to steal. Didn't really talk about it.
Yeah, call down,
The shield.
grip, obviously great.
The shield from Abaddon is really useful this game. It's gonna make the Bristleback so
Bristleback.
scary. Oh my god, if he gets it.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, especially versus a team that only has a Bane. That's their real lockdown. But the siege comes down and he does grab the shield.
Oh my god.
Right on cue. It's almost like he's listening. Kaka trying to hold this tower back, but Bulba rushes in, gives him the old Frostmourne.
But they're
DC
Tusk
will
is
get
sitting
the
right
tower.
on top of Reservoir Ward on the bottom lane. Like they
They're gonna get caught again. We just saw this
Deja vu.
happen. Round two. Round two, perhaps. There's the Walrus Punch looking for the snowball opportunity, but he gets gripped, caught out. Will get punished. Old Chicken tanking massive nuke damage. And that is enough to bring him down. Two have fallen. EHOME looking to turn this one. Coming in as the TA, but surrounded by a multitude of units. CTY 2 will fall. EHOME taking a very poor engagement there and getting rolled.
Yeah, like I mentioned, like DC's 5-man, when they get their ultimates, they are much stronger. And EHOME needs to use like their 2 supports to, and even the Tusk, they use their spells to push out the wave. Bristol and the TA to split push the other lanes. At this point, it's very difficult to fight head-on into the Abaddon and the Visage.
They need to wait probably for one more item on Tusk, like a mech finishes mech. They don't have the mech advantage on these 5v5 engagements.
Yeah, I mean, even with the mech, it's still gonna be
Yeah, it's
difficult.
gonna be really hard.
And then just to rub a little salt in the wound, there's the
Because
tower
Shadow
denied.
Fiend and Jericho already got what they need.
Yeah,
to be able
they,
to 5-man.
they have way too much sustain right now. Like Bane, Abaddon, they have so much damage from the Gyro and the Visage and the SF. It's so difficult for EHOME to actually fight head-on, without PKBs especially.
And to make matters worse now, Digital Chaos with the double damage rune bottled up. Yeah,
They
just
just need
use
to
that
keep
to
up the
farm.
pressure with these items. EHOME can't really fight them right now.
I think they have to dodge, you know, like, I think they need to dodge, try to sneak a Roche at some point. If they can't really secure the Roshan, it's gonna be really difficult. If Digital Chaos gets the Roshan, it's gonna be really bad for EHOME.
It would have been way easier for EHOME if the TA went for Deso. The Roche would be really easy.
I mean, I guess he was thinking about the fact that he wants to run around the map to split push more.
yeah,
Then
but,
he can farm faster with Dagger.
yeah, but that's just not gonna happen against what DC has right now.
Oh,
this
this
early.
is risky. They scouted it with the familiars.
Dire's middle tower is under
DC are cruising for a bit of a fight here. DD Rune will be wearing off soon. Good news, at least for EHOME, is the familiars,
Yeah.
or not the familiars, the
There's no way EHOME
dominate
can
creep.
There's no way EHOME can win the fight here.
Flapping about. Let's see, where do they go? Oh, they're going to find Old Chicken. They get the Grave Chill off. Now the Shards trapping most of DC away, but still they've got the range damage coming out. The cooldown committed as well. They try to keep him alive. Snowball is a roll, and it's going to connect onto Bulba, but of all heroes, that's not the one you want to focus first. Now EHOME really getting routed, forced back. Even through the salve, it's not going to be enough damage. The Winter's Curse committed to little avail. They're going to buy back now on the Rubik, but what can Kaka even do? They're just getting rocked.
I thought they saw the smoke.
Yeah, they saw the smoke. They saw the smoke.
The Bristle was not in a good position though. The DC were able to just utilize that whole fog area. And they had a grip going on him the whole entire time, but they couldn't really cancel it at all.
They even embraced, they snowball and everything, and he still went down.
So now they definitely can't fight.
Even before this, they already cannot
Yeah.
fight at all.
If there was any question, I think it just got answered. So,
Red mode right now, Gorman, for EHOME. You split push, you're trying to hold the tower with your Rubik Wyvern and the Tusk.
and if you're DC, you're just 5-man,
Yeah, you
take
just
towers.
Keep the pressure up.
Yeah, you just keep pressuring. At some point, maybe in the next few minutes, you get a jam, you deward the map, and you keep controlling until you feel you have enough items to actually go high ground.
I think DC are almost strong enough to take Roche even if EHOME know that they're taking it.
Yeah,
And they have
I
the
think so.
medallion now as well.
I think so too. But at the same time, they don't have to rush it. They can take all the towers first. As long as EHOME is
doesn't
not
take
sneaking
it.
the Roshan, then they're fine.
Are the birds still around there?
Yeah, I think the birds, they will be really like constantly checking the Roshan with the birds and others.
Oh, again, 1437, man of the hour. He's always been in position to try to set up here, but perhaps this time, third time might not be the charm for
They're
him.
waiting for Gyro to come in from the side here.
Shards are coming out. There's the cooldown committed as well. 2 heroes in the midst of it. Make it 3 on top of the record, but the snowball dodges the damage, rolling onto TC. They punch him up. Doesn't seem to matter though. DC too tanky, too much follow up. They're gonna get the kill anyway. This time around, the 11 Tusk doesn't do the trick at all, and Lanham turning to Curse will die as well. There's the defensive sleep, dodging some of that Winter's Curse auto attack damage again and again. DC winning fights, taking names.
It's way too much. Keep up on DC's side. Like the Bane took like 3 spells, but he's still at full HP.
And that's your 5 position.
And their supports are doing so much more damage. If you compare the two supports, like Rubik and Wyvern are not doing as much as the Bane and the Visage right now. I mean, you can even argue that the damage they output is really, really strong, like even similar to their carries like the Gyro or
And
the
DC is
Shadow.
itemizing really well. They've got the Aquila, the Abaddon, I believe, is working on the Vlads. The mech's picked up as well. So they're getting a lot of plus armor for, I mean, it's TA Bristle. It's like all physical damage from EHOME.
I think as soon as they get the Solar, they send the Shadow Fiend in front to just hit towers and everyone stays behind, or even with Shadow Fiend and Gyro sieges the tower. As long as you're not close enough for the curse to hit multiple heroes, it's going to be very hard for EHOME to initiate onto that. This is looking really, really grim for them. They need to buy so much time for the TA and the Bristle to get so many more items.
Middle tower is under attack.
That is the thing, though, is it? It's not like DC have that crazy catch. You know, they've got just Bane walking in and sleeping. Every fight has started with Bane walking in and sleeping.
It's just you don't
could
really
split
expect the 5 to make the plays, so it's like
Yeah.
they forget about it and then they can't.
It's
Bane,
also
like, caught
it's
them,
not
like,
really in
5
their
times
nature, I
already.
guess.
Yeah.
I haven't seen many EHOME games where they don't constantly fight. Jungle ult here from old Balbo.
I think the way the game has progressed, there's only one point in the game where you can even say that EHOME did something wrong. I feel like the Tusk sitting in the lane was really strange for me. Like he sat in his lane.
He was
for
level
certain-
8 and he still
because
was sitting there.
He's the only one that can actually
Make the plays.
get kills, yeah. And if you talk about the 5-man lineup of DC, I feel like when they get their levels, it's gonna be really hard for EHOME. Maybe they misread how strong they are when they have their levels, and they feel like they can actually fight DC when DC has their levels. But I feel like the Tusk should have been rotating more.
It's just the DC's lineup like needs little time to get on rolling. They just need the mech from the Shadow Fiend and it's go time.
Yeah, they just need the mech and the
EHOME,
birds.
they need too many items.
Now, let's see if they're going to be able to get them. Kaka just holding onto that top lane for now, sitting back a bit. Aoi has picked up
He's gonna
one
go
of his
roll it.
favorite items.
Tower is under
Oh,
Yeah,
the,
go roll it.
the
Atos.
Atos is actually really good versus the Bristle. It's a good item. You kite him around the fight, and it's such a long range that the Bristle can't really target you from a far distance easily.
They found Aoi. He's tanky, though. They're going to commit the punch here at first. Still a lot
alone,
of disables to go. They will
Oh,
try to
he's
steal
gonna
Nuke. He
die.
might get a solo kill. He will, courtesy of the medallion, and Aoi very healthy. But finally, the Gravekeeper's cloak has mostly been dealt with, and they will be able to bring him down. 1 for 1 there, but finally Deso online, it looks like.
As you said, the supports are just doing so much damage on the side of DC. They're playing a lot better.
Call down, sleep to set it up, and now they're going to make the jump, committing onto Old 11. He's forced to snowball. Just a quick little pop on Bulba. Will back out. Tries to bait him in with the shards, but Bulba able to skate away.
And what are they gonna do when they just 5-man down like this? It's so difficult for them to fight.
Hope to split push.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Oh, he's taking our ancients.
I mean, I guess this is something. You steal the Gyro's Ancients.
I mean, they can pop his blink though if he doesn't have refraction. That's close.
How many more items do you think the TA needs right now?
BKB perhaps.
Uh-oh. Has he bitten off more than he could chew is the question here. The Rocket Barrage is going to come in. He goes under cover of Mel. Do they
Okay.
have no detection? Okay. Well, I guess he knew. How ballsy it would be to blink back in and try to finish stealing the Ancients. That'd be too much. Not going to happen this time.
Oh, they're gonna catch your war.
He has Aegis though.
Tried to Manta dodge that snowball, but it's going to connect now. Turning with the Requiem, which does get stolen. Kaka could toss this one back the other way. Really want to pop this thing if they're able to. Shards coming in, and there's the Aegis. EHOME. Finding some scrappy little fights to get back into it.
Yeah, this is what they have to do. They are splitting up DC around the map, and they find someone alone. Even though it's just an Aegis, but every small bit counts for them right now. Buys time, gives them space to farm up another extra item. Yeah, like Jayo mentioned, I think before the TA gets his BKB, he can't really run up and just kill stuff, you know, against their
He
lineup.
just gets gripped and all that.
And even then, yeah, you need that stolen shield maybe.
Theoretically, EHOME should have pretty good protection for their cores, though they haven't really been able to protect the Bristle at all, even with defensive
just
field
been
wall.
running in
it's
by
kind of his
itself.
fault, right? It's not his team not being able to protect him.
I mean,
he went so deep.
It's more so, I think, DC's wards, though. You're not really scared of them. Like, if there's like 3 people showing, like the way the Bane engaged on him, most Bristles would feel pretty safe in that position. I mean,
Yeah, but against a Bane, he disables you for such a long time that his team can come in from like a long distance, even if it's a 2-man TP. Everyone would
Especially
be out.
because it's the second gank, same exact gank twice in a row.
like to sleep into grip, you're just gonna die.
he had Tusk behind him the second time.
It's easy to get that. I mean, normally 11 is the only insurance policy you need.
It's easy because DC knows how many people are behind them all the time. They're like, okay, we can definitely get this kill. Whereas EHOME, they never really have vision of the support.
They're playing the guessing game.
I mean, they have to, right? Because they feel like they are forced to somehow split push, buy time. Everyone else needs to farm.
The old smoke back. This could be trouble. Who are they going to find? It's the Wyvern. Sleep to start it as per usual. And Lanham ain't going anywhere. TC on a mega kill streak.
Yeah,
He's had a really good tournament.
DC are playing this lineup as well as they could, making every correct move that they know their limits, they know what they have to do to set up a kill.
They look so different with Theben on the team, just the way they're moving and like making decisions.
He's much more active than.
Because like, don't you remember when we were casting the Frankfurt Major qualifiers and like they'd get a lead and then they just kind of mindlessly roamed around and just get picked off.
Like I say, they look like a headless horse. You know, they have no idea where they are heading. They're just playing.
Spooky.
They're just running around in circles, but they have no clear destination of where they are going. But with Theben on the team, they always have the sense of direction, what they want to do. They are trying to do something, and it's clear. They have a plan.
And it is T-God's birthday, by the way.
Oh,
happy birthday to him.
It's just a leadership role of DC.
So
the
where's
boy
the
doesn't
where's
feel-
the birthday cake going?
Oh, we've got something special planned. Don't you worry.
You serious?
Yeah.
And
What about my
winning
cake?
against EHOME.
Dyer's top tower.
That would be a good birthday present, wouldn't it?
I mean, they're looking really good right now. They can just barrel down, take down all the towers, wait for next Roche in a couple of minutes. I mean, I don't even think they need the Roche to be able to go high ground. They're so powerful right now. They have to go before the TA gets BAB.
Dyer's top tower is under
Well, DC are barreling down at this top tower, and meanwhile, EHOME on the roam in the river. They're going to find AI 2000, caught out a bit. There's the spell steal as well.
I think the ward actually spotted. There was a ward further
It's the
above.
familiars. Could be really
Oh
big
my
here.
god, he got familiars?
Yeah,
Oh shit.
that could be
He's gonna
big.
get another item
Split
too
push.
on Rubik.
Split push Rubik.
Yeah, with the Deso as well. Could actually do some
Yeah.
damage.
TA went for the Yasha, so more split push. He wants the game to progress longer.
Yeah, DC do have to be a bit careful here. as EHOME are. They don't have the
Roche's-
best catch.
Roshan is gonna spawn soon.
Oh, and the blink on the Rubik now. All of a sudden.
Their lanes are good. If they check the Rosha, they can probably like snipe it up. They really do it really fast with the TA and a bristleback.
You can see DC are not going to let that go quietly into the night already.
Wyvern has 3k gold, almost 3k gold saved up.
What do you go here?
I guess dagger.
Just blink?
Dagger, Glimmer, Crest.
But why is he saving so much then?
I guess he's probably still deciding what he wants.
Oh, he senses it. A little poke. What a jerk. That's really annoying, though.
They scouted it. They know.
Yeah, he gets a dagger. It's gonna allow him to even rat further and get into position for a crucial ultimate. So things are still looking okay for EHOME so far.
Can they sneak into that pit? You know they'd love to.
You have to keep pressuring with TA, the side lanes.
They can show 4 heroes and have the TA solo it with the birds, but
I
Yeah,
think
birds
what
scouting out for
I think what
BC as well.
DC have to do right now is maybe keep one lane with the birds pushed out. They need to make sure everyone is close together so Tusk doesn't get any pickoffs. Use the birds to push one lane and maybe the other heroes to just run down together in one lane, or you try to smoke and get a pickoff before you go high ground or Roche.
Here comes the move onto the bottom lane. Lanham doing his best to keep these lanes out.
It's not
He's got
gonna
the
be
blink.
easy. Yeah, he has
Doesn't
blink.
have a TP though. But he can waste a lot of time.
I mean, this is exactly what he wants to do. He wants them to come and find him, and he has dagger and
they're
ultimate.
doing Roche.
Oh, what a juke. He even gets the lane ward down.
Oh, DD.
And then the Rune of Many Damages will spawn. This could be a big fight for EHOME, potentially.
Can't play that cheekily, though, versus Gem.
Can EHOME contest? Is there any way they can walk into the pit if DC try to go for
At this point, if 5 heroes in good position, unless they are able to somehow flank from behind, get a surprise attack off and pick off one hero, if they go head on, 5 heroes versus 5 heroes, it's tough. Maybe they're gonna try to steal it.
it? Yeah, they do have the Curse available along with a Blink Dagger. Could look to scout this one out.
They are grouping up heavily here.
Flying in. Bulba's going to get bashed there in the pit. They now have a little bit of vision. They chuck in the shards, not fully committing, but then they jump in and they get the snatch off from Old 11.
That's huge.
That's big. Radiant do get the last hit. They're going to raise, and then he tries to roll himself away. Can he make it out? Blinks out. Don't tell me he's getting out of there. Oh my goodness. Don't give this man Tusk. You think you've shut him down in the laning stage, then he answers. And meanwhile, at the top lane, action breaking out there as well as Kaká looks to engage in his own right. He did steal the grip there, quickly using it, and now Old Chicken forced to back off, walk away. The entirety of DC have TP'd in, aside from just the Visage bottom. On the run, juking through the cheese. They want to cook this chicken, but he's a tanky one.
They have to be careful not to lose the gem, though. He lost his ultimate on the battle.
Bulba,
The gem,
get caught
the
out.
gem.
The gem, not like this, Bulba, Bilbo. It's down, the ring has been snatched away, and TC even commits the BKB for nothing.
Oh, that was such a big couple of minutes from
Everything
EHOME.
just went wrong for DC. They got 2 towers out of that as well. The top and the mid tower.
That was probably the worst minute and a half of things going wrong
got the
for a
Aegis
team I've seen in a
tower.
while.
I think it all started with the bird steal, too. They had so much vision inside the pig, and it took them so long to actually...
They had the sigil, they had the birds,
Yeah.
then they threw in the shards.
Usually it's not that big an issue, because the birds can scout out the sigil and just kill the sigil really
Yeah,
quickly.
that is actually true. Without the birds, they won't be able to do that much.
And all of a sudden, EHOME are looking to go high ground here, but the cooldown's going to connect on the entirety of their team. That's a lot of damage coming out from the terrific carry. Looking to finish off Old Chicken. Can't quite get the job done, though. Shadow Fiend back up. BKB was deployed on the TA. He needs to get out of here. Refraction and retreating. Man, that was a great cooldown.
That is exactly what EHOME wants to do. They split you up, they force you out of position when you TP, and you can't fight as a unit, like as 5 heroes. When DC are not together as 5 heroes, their lineup doesn't feel that strong anymore.
They were really prepared for that top lane TP, though. They anticipated the grip, and then the Rubik was there to steal, and then use it on...
Yeah, didn't one of the
Shadow
the supports have TP? Like only Bane TP, right? The Abaddon didn't TP for that, like for the
I
SF.
think he TP'd, but it was way too late.
They needed like someone behind. Like usually what you see teams do when they do this type of TP, one support TPs behind, like at the tier 3 before the carry TPs to the tier 2.
And then they run up and try to grab them right
Just in case a situation like this happens.
Broke the smoke.
Uh-oh. Where DC headed. They're going to grab an AC now. Even more protection against the massive physical damage EHOME are focusing on.
I think it's more like they're timing the push, but
Yeah.
now the Aegis got gone the other way. They can't really do it right now.
But at least they got the last hit, right? They did get the last
They got
hit.
the gold, yeah.
But it's still really bad for them. It's still really, really bad for them.
Once again, the Bane doing some work here up in front.
Yeah, when the game becomes split pushing like this, it becomes evidently weak that DC doesn't have any catch. The only thing they
Yeah, they
have
have
is
Bane.
just like the Bane,
Glimmer,
like the Glimmer Bane.
That's it.
He might have to resort into getting a dagger at some point if the game keeps going to this situation.
And none of these heroes can even really become like a catch hero unless you want to get like Blink Hex on Shadow Fiend. You remember that one game versus the Ember where I forget who it was, Frankfurt, they built double Abyssal on the Gyro Shadow Fiend, I believe, just to try and catch the enemy Ember Spirit. And I don't know, maybe it's time for special tactics.
You do what you gotta do to win the game.
You play to win the game. Here comes Yawar. Do they
I mean,
want to go?
that just happened in the Vici game. They bought Abyssal on Dragonite to try and deal with, and Gyro to try and deal with
they
Ember.
baited another BKB.
He's really chewing through these things now.
He still has Snowball, right? Right. There's no way to get this kill.
Is there? No, he's gone.
Man, they're just playing them around the map, splitting them around, moving them around, and like Bristleback is pushing, TA is pushing.
They can't really do much about
And
that.
stolen
though.
shield. Uh-oh.
TA gonna proc that ultimate. Let's see if he goes in a little bit deeper, but down in the river, all kinds of craziness breaking out as AUI 2000 will tank the goo. So they want to engage. Another shards catch. This could set up if they want to roll in. Hanging out to the snowball for now. The TA is going to commit. Pops the BKB. Finally chugging down now. He did live for quite a while. But the turn now. Old 11 holding on to that snowball for days. He's going to get one. Make it two. Caught out. Even with the gyrocopter damage. Mech gets popped. They hang on for now. BKB number 2 committed. And they're going to bring down TC as well. They're looking for Bulba 2. That's 3 down. DC just self-destructing. It felt like they did everything right this game. Snowball 1 second and just missing him. Almost getting 4. They just can't catch a break now.
The way EHOME dragged DC around the map is pretty incredible, though. And they split the Visage off away from his team in that fight.
Just one play got them so
the
much
Aegis
on the
steal.
map. The Aegis steal. Like even
Towers.
technically, even if they don't get the Aegis steal, and they still get the same play at top lane, it would still been really good for them. Like the Aegis
for
steal
EHOME,
is,
you mean,
Yeah,
yeah.
the Aegis steal is like just a bonus. I mean, they weren't really hoping, like counting on it to happen. Like they don't need that to happen for them. They just need to try and steal it. And as long as what happened at top lane, they got the kill on the SF happen, and they get the 2 towers, it's good enough for them.
EHOME barreling down mid now. Can DC defend? No, they're going to go for the bottom tier 2 first.
Have to wait for the next Aegis before they start.
Just keeping those lanes pushed in. And I mean, the other big thing is losing the gem there for Bulba. See, the map control is completely shifted. Only 1 ward up, it looks like, on the entire map for the side of DC. Oh, 2, actually. But still very much caged into their base.
And they're gonna be stuck in their base right now for DC. They can't really move out. They have to rely on the Bane so much to get a pick off. But if they don't get any pick off, it's gonna be hard for them to move out on the map. They're gonna be stuck in their
That's just
base.
way too hard. You're relying on a Bane in a 35-minute game.
I mean, it's
to
just
play for you.
their lineup right now.
Yeah.
they don't have much to do.
And is that to you guys like just it's like it
timing.
works if you're ahead with the Abaddon and you're pushing, but if you have to go catch,
This
then
is
it
how
falls
you
apart.
want to play against Abaddon. You don't want to fight into him early. You just want to move him around because he doesn't have anything that can allow him to catch heroes.
Kind of like in Undying.
Yeah, kinda. So this is what you have to do. You move him around and you try to find the most appropriate situation to get a pick off, like what they did, and take control of the game.
Well, the game is officially taken control of. And so too is 1437. No buyback for 50. That is a huge chunk of their team fight just down.
The Abaddon did a really good job of keeping the supports occupied in the early game, though. Like, EHOME didn't win their lanes as badly as they could have just because they had 3 heroes constantly dealing with the Abaddon. But aside from that, and maybe a couple of contributions during the T1 and T2 pushes, he hasn't been effective just because of the way EHOME has been playing.
Now the BKB dataless
Close to being 6-slotted.
completed and 2,700 gold. He is starting to look like a rock star in terms of the items.
Is his full name Rockstar? Does it just cut off at the S?
I don't know. I'm just calling him Rockstar because there's a little. He's got the little
There's a
star.
diamond.
Didn't you guys have the rule that they need to use their real names in the rule book?
Only Eternal Envious to use his real name. Everyone else can have whatever names they
Why
want.
is that?
We don't like anime here. No, I don't. I think he might have changed his real name because he's tagged up, or it's a bug. So DC back in the base.
They are gonna be very reactionary right now. There's not much they can do at this stage.
Don't they have to contest Roshan at some point, though?
I mean,
if
I
they
think
play-
that's their only play.
I think if EHOME play their cards right, they make sure the lanes are always pushed. They can always tell when EHOME is smoking over to try and get the rush.
Boba, they found him. They're going to commit the curse for this one, but that might force them to back off. They do manage to grab the shield, and Boba rushes forward on the back of this, popping that shield, looking to engage 3 EHOME heroes, not even in the neighborhood. They get the sleep setup. Can they lock down this TA? Grip committed along with the code, and they blast him off the map. That's a big takedown for DC.
Were they
Huh.
hoping for a crit on the... on
Just
the
to kill him
Abaddon?
before the ult procced.
Yeah, maybe a big melt strike?
But he can always pop the
Pop it
the
manually,
ultimate
yeah.
manually. Like I don't know. Maybe
So you
if,
have to kill him like
maybe if
during
you get a crit, but I think it's highly unlikely that it happens.
Yeah. Maybe just didn't expect that many heroes there. But DC are going to march down it, and there's actually no buyback.
He doesn't have buyback, but they have a lot of spam though. So
Oh, we'll see.
They
DC
can
got a lot of
take the tower.
siege. They got the AC, they got the plus armor, and they got the familiars. They're going to go for this one. They lift up TC. They're going to toss him down onto his team. Bulba up in front, tanking up as much as possible. And EHOME, well, we've
might
yet
be
to see a
Rex.
peep out of this Bristleback. This is looking like a lane of Rex now, as they just run Old Chicken into the middle of the fight. He's going to get focused down, blasted away. The Bristleback down again. It's a full lane.
oh my god,
What is going on in this
he
game?
doesn't have buyback as well.
DC just felt like they had kind of thrown this game away. Now they're right back. There's no buyback on him either. 60 seconds without the Bristle. Boba getting caught out. There's
But
the
they
lift.
have got to know that they don't have buyback on TA. They
That's
see the
the
rush.
And even if he did have it, they could always run away from this Roche and
Oh dear.
play it safe.
That's EHOME.
Oh dear.
What has EHOME done?
This graph is really interesting, I gotta say. That's some good stuff right there.
Dota 2, my friend.
CTY.
He has had some of those moments. Been more disciplined lately, but
He got too cocky this game.
historically he is known for being a very confident player. Very confident.
Something that you need, but not too much.
Is under attack.
It's a solo mid thing, isn't it? I can't
Yeah.
think of many solo mid players that don't have that little.
It's a solo mid or an off lane thing.
Yeah,
I know some. Super doesn't have that.
yeah. He's a rare breed nowadays. though.
Rare breed?
Yeah,
It's
Come
just
on.
really stable.
it's a dying breed. Who else is left who's like that? S4.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
That's like
that's
those are like the only two I could think of. Got all these hot young superstars that want to have 5,000 CS, 800 gold per minute, 30 kills every game.
Be on highlight reels every time.
Yeah. Hey, I want to be on highlight reels. You know?
Oh dear, Aghanim's alright.
I can dig it.
You know,
Let's talk about the Abaddon eggs.
You just pop the axe when they drop Winter's Curse on a teammate. So you absorb the damage. I think that's
Oh,
the
so you
play.
heal your teammates, right?
No, you don't heal them, but the damage that they take gets transferred to the Abaddon. Is it like 60%, 70%? How much is it? 50%.
That's still pretty freaking good.
Yeah, it's
wow.
so good.
The radius is massive.
And then if someone's cursed, it's reduced anyway. So
Yeah, the guys who are hitting the curse target are reduced at 70%.
Yeah.
So basically those guys, they don't take damage.
that's pretty good stuff.
They just got another set of items in Jara and the SF as well.
Is this like the standard Abaddon build? Because
Yeah.
you said you've been seeing a lot in pub.
Yeah.
Jail?
I think-
It's usually when you have phase drums and Vlads, the game is like over that point.
You've already lost.
Sometimes
Yeah.
you even go SNY, right? I see SNY
Yeah.
a lot.
Battle Abaddon. Get that basher.
The Aghanims is like the last ultimate item you get and end the game. You end the game with it. If the game hasn't been over yet.
Well, DC not only back in it, but back on top here. Net worth pretty
Turn around.
heavily favoring them
Aegis and Cheese.
on these cores at least. All right, so what do EHOME need to do?
Rat, again.
Rat, don't get picked off.
Same plan, you know.
Rebuys. Wait for Roshan.
They are definitely in rat mode.
They're gonna try to cut the wave right now.
You just need to see where Bane is, and they can rat safely.
They don't see the Bane now. That's the problem.
Yes, it
How,
is.
how fitting that he's got an invis rune and on the move right now.
If they don't make a move, though, DC is going to try and push high ground. Other lanes are in a pretty decent
They have
position.
2 minutes on Aegis.
Alright, so do they have buybacks on everyone? TA has buyback.
This could be
Bristol has
pretty
buyback.
big.
Bristol does not have buyback. Oh dear. He
All
bought
right.
his items.
He's got the plate mail. He's all in on this fight. And they get the sleep
Oh my
again. Not going to go for it, though. Old Chicken backing off. There's the shards. TC up in front. He does have a Satanic End of Butterfly here. Very difficult to focus him down. Tanky with a cheese as well, and they've already broken through the tower. Now working on the Rex. EHOME, they got to fight. They're going to begin this one. The BKB trying to commit onto the Bane, but he gets off the grip, locking him in position. CTY's not doing anything during this fight. TC's alive. The Requiem was committed, and EHOME just can't seem to bring Teebin down. He hangs on forever and ever. Now the Bristleback slept up, being controlled. They try to chase him down. The TA forced to buy back. They've already lost the lane of Rex, and DC have pulled this game right back.
They're doing it.
First they throw it away, and then EHOME decide to play catch.
I mean, it shows you how volatile the lineups are. Like, one wrong move, you just lose the game.
Just really strong fight, man. You make one mistake.
And especially without the buyback as well, and more kills now. DC, there's the GG. EHOME dropping this game.
You know,
And
this game is like both teams made one mistake the whole game.
I know, it was just that one mistake had unimaginable consequences for both teams. But the last mistake was EHOME's.
Yeah,
The
but
Bane played really well this game, though.
the Bane played really well, but I feel like EHOME's early game, I feel like they didn't use the Tusk enough though. Early game, he just sat in his lane, didn't try to rotate.
They probably felt comfortable that both of their cores were farming and he was farming as well.
But it was like evident